You know how they say love finds you when you're not looking? Well, mine showed up while I was waiting at a bus stop across from a Mexican Walmart talking to my daughter. He just walked up and joined in the conversation like he already belonged there. I didn't know it at the time. Of course I didn't, but that casual chat on a warm afternoon in Mexico would become the beginning of something I never saw coming. If you're over 50 and think your love story is behind you, this one is for you. Because sometimes, even at a bus stop, life still has surprises waiting. Stick around and I'll tell you how it unfolded. So there we were, standing at the bus stop, my daughter and I, across from Walmart. We were chatting, waiting for the bus like we'd done a dozen times before. And then he walked up. This man just stepped into our conversation like he'd always been a part of it. We talked about life and all kinds of little things, and then we all got on the bus. Terry stood in the aisle while he talked to me, and he joked around. He was joking around so much so that he missed his stop. I laughed, and I didn't think much of it. But you know what? Sometimes it's the casual moments that change everything. Life is what happens to us when we're making other plans. And I did not plan on this. A couple of weeks later, same bus stop, same time of day, and who walks up again? Terry. And this time he didn't just chat, he asked me out for coffee. And my daughter? She looked at me like I had grown two heads. Her face said, "Mom, what are you doing?" But what she didn't understand then, and honestly neither did I, was that something had changed. There was a kindness, an ease, a spark of something. And maybe, sometimes, coffee is where the real stories begin. The best love is the kind that awakens the soul and makes us reach for more. After that coffee date, something changed, shifted. It was our second date when Terry kissed me, very gently, not rushed, not pushy, just tender. And I'll be honest, I melted. But here's the twist. Right after that date, Terry flew to Thailand. You see, he was writing his next chapter. So, what did we do? Well, we messaged each other. We video chatted, which ended up being almost a daily, sometimes 2 times a day thing. And we stayed connected. And what I learned during that time is that emotional closeness can grow, even across the oceans. Sometimes space gives you clarity. It lets you build something solid before life gets complicated. And it did. C.S. Lewis says to love at all is to be vulnerable. And we each opened up ourselves and became vulnerable to each other. We were both willing to stay open, even from half a world away. After that 6 months, Terry decided to return to Lake Chapala, Mexico. We recognized that something had taken root between us. It wasn't dramatic, and it wasn't rushed. It just felt very real. 2 people in their 60s, building something steady, without a map, but with lots of trust. Neither of us came into this with a perfect plan. We didn't know what next looked like. We just knew we enjoyed each other's company. We trusted each other. And that was enough to begin. There was no home in the suburbs, no white picket fence, just two people later in life saying yes to a new chapter. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. If you like this video, if it gave you hope for your future romance, future love, give it a like and subscribe. And you know what? Sharing it would really help the algorithm for this video. Thank you. See you next time.